Have you ever embarked on a leisurely adventure, only for it to spiral into chaos beyond imagination? Picture this: a serene day tubing down the Apple River in Minnesota, promising laughter and relaxation under the sun. But what unfolds is a harrowing tale of unforeseen tragedy that shatters the tranquility of a summer outing. Today, we delve into the heart-wrenching events of July 30th, 2022, and the legal aftermath that ensued, seeking justice amidst the shadows of loss and grief. Now, let's answer the questions that loom large. What happened on that fateful day? How did the legal system respond to the tragedy? And what unfolds in the pursuit of justice as the trial commences? Join us as we journey through the chapters of this gripping saga, where reality proves more chilling than fiction. Prepare to be captivated as we exceed expectations, delving into the depths of this narrative with thorough research and analysis. Our commitment to delivering comprehensive insights ensures that you gain a profound understanding of the complexities at play. Welcome to a journey that transcends mere storytelling. It's an exploration of justice, tragedy, and the resilience of the human spirit. Chapter 1. Unforeseen Tragedy on the Apple River. Nicolae Miu's routine summer day took an unexpected turn on July 30th, 2022, during a tubing outing on the Apple River in Minnesota. Initially, the day promised fun and relaxation under the bright sun, but it would soon be marked by a series of unfortunate events. As Miu and his wife joined friends at River's Edge Campground, little did they know that their leisurely adventure would spiral into chaos. While tubing down the river, Miu ventured away from the group momentarily to assist in the search for a lost phone belonging to Ariel Chagas-Layet. Equipped with scuba gear, Miu's intentions were innocent, but fate had other plans. A confrontation ensued during Miu's solo search, captured later in a viral video that depicted escalating tensions between Miu and another group of tubers. Despite opportunities to defuse the situation, it quickly spiraled out of control. The peaceful ambiance of the river was shattered by the sound of 911 calls reporting a stabbing near the Sunrise Bridge around 3:47 p.m. In the aftermath, 4 individuals were left wounded: 24-year-old woman from Burnsville, Minnesota, a 20-year-old and 22-year-old man from Luck, Wisconsin, and a 22-year-old man from Elk River, Minnesota, with the tragic loss of 17-year-old Isaac Schuman casting a shadow over the day's events. Miu was identified as the suspect and subsequently apprehended by authorities downstream. The tranquility of a summer outing was replaced by the grim reality of unforeseen tragedy, leaving the community stunned and grieving. Chapter 2. Seeking Justice, the Legal Fallout. In the wake of the tragedy on the Apple River, the community grappled with the profound loss of Isaac Schuman. Despite efforts to celebrate his vibrant life, the somber reality of his absence lingered, serving as a poignant reminder of the senseless violence that had shattered their tranquility. As authorities delved deeper into the events of that fateful day, Nicolae Miu found himself at the center of a legal storm. On August 1st, 2022, he faced formal charges that reflected the severity of the situation. Accused of first-degree intentional homicide and multiple counts of attempted first-degree intentional homicide, the weight of the accusations loomed heavily over Miu. Legal proceedings commenced, marking the beginning of a journey towards justice for the victims and their families. The community watched with bated breath as the wheels of justice turned, seeking closure in the face of unimaginable loss. Chapter 3. Seeking Justice in Court. April 1st, 2024, marked the start of Nicolae Miu's trial, a day filled with both anticipation and anxiety. As the courtroom doors opened, the stage was set for a legal showdown that would determine the fate of all involved. Jury selection kicked off, assembling the panel that would ultimately decide Miu's innocence or guilt. With each prospective juror questioned, the tension in the air grew palpable, signaling the gravity of the proceedings ahead. As the trial unfolded, the courtroom transformed into a theater where the tragedy of July 30th, 2022, played out in vivid detail. St. Croix County District Attorney Carl Anderson wasted no time in presenting a compelling narrative of the events, painting a grim picture of senseless violence and loss. With video evidence as his cornerstone, Anderson left no doubt about the severity of the charges against Miu. Recalling Miu's statements to law enforcement post-incident, Anderson emphasized the lack of remorse and accountability, further solidifying the prosecution's case. Despite attempts to shift blame and downplay his involvement, Miu's words echoed through the courtroom, damning in their implications. In contrast, Miu's defense team endeavored to humanize their client, portraying him as a peaceful individual forced into a situation of imminent danger. With claims of self-defense, they sought to reshape the narrative, framing Miu's actions as a desperate bid for survival amidst chaos. Witness testimonies punctuated the trial, each adding layers of complexity to the unfolding drama. From grieving mothers to traumatized survivors, their accounts painted a haunting picture of the events that transpired on that ill-fated summer day. With every word spoken, the weight of truth bore down heavily on all present. As the first week drew to a close, the courtroom buzzed with anticipation, the echoes of testimony lingering in the air. With the stage set for the legal battle ahead, the pursuit of justice continued, leaving no room for certainty in its wake. Chapter 4. The Testimony Unraveled. As the trial progressed, the courtroom witnessed a gripping exchange of testimony during cross-examination of Nicolae Miu. The prosecution meticulously dissected Miu's actions and statements, challenging his narrative of self-defense amidst the chaos of the Apple River tragedy. During cross-examination, Miu faced a barrage of questions probing the inconsistencies in his account of the events. Prosecutors focused on Miu's actions leading up to and during the altercation, highlighting discrepancies between his testimony and previously recorded statements. The prosecution challenged Miu's explanation for carrying snorkel gear to find a phone in a float case, questioning the necessity of goggles and a snorkel in such a scenario. They scrutinized Miu's decision to approach Isaac Schuman's group and his purported reasons for doing so, casting doubt on the credibility of his intentions. Miu's admission of carrying a knife in his pocket drew scrutiny, especially as video evidence showed him touching his pocket during the confrontation. The prosecution pressed Miu on his escalating emotions, particularly his reaction to being insulted, and questioned the sudden emergence of his anger scale defense. Further scrutiny fell on Miu's memory lapses and inconsistencies in his recollection of events, particularly regarding his interactions with Madison Cohen and the sequence of stabbings. The prosecution highlighted Miu's selective memory and his contradictory statements in various interviews, challenging the authenticity of his fear and self-defense claims. As the cross-examination unfolded, Miu's narrative of self-defense began to unravel. The prosecution meticulously dismantled his account, exposing gaps and inconsistencies that cast doubt on his version of events. Amidst the intense scrutiny, Miu's testimony painted a picture of confusion and fear. His claims of self-defense clashed with the prosecution's portrayal of calculated aggression, leaving the jury to navigate the complexities of conflicting narratives. As the trial progressed, the stakes grew higher, and the truth became increasingly elusive. With each revelation and contradiction, the courtroom braced for the inevitable climax of a legal battle steeped in tragedy and uncertainty. As we draw the curtains on this compelling narrative, remember that the pursuit of justice is an ongoing journey. If you're hungry for more thought-provoking content, dive into our channel to explore. Don't just watch, but engage with us on this enlightening journey. Thank you for joining us on this story. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking truth.